Hello students, welcome to MJC Learning. Today we are going to learn chapter number 3A of Demand Analysis, part 7. In this video, we are going to learn about changes in demand. Now students, in part 6 video, we have already learned about variations in demand. Variations and changes, they are different. In variation in demand, we have learned that where demand is dependent only on price and not any other determinants or any other factors affecting demand. But in this video, that is in changes in demand, demand of a commodity depends on other factors and not on price. Let us read first point. When demand for a commodity increases or decreases due to change in other factors and price remains constant, it is known as changes in demand. That is, here we are not taking price into consideration and we are looking at the other factors. Other factors besides price, now you know there are other determinants or other factors also which are affecting demand other than price. They are income of the consumer, substitute good, complementary good, taxation policy, taste, habit, fashion, etc. So, in changes in demand, we consider all other factors and we assume that price of a commodity remains constant or price of a commodity do not change. Whereas in variation in demand, we consider only price and demand and we assume that all other factors which are affecting demand, they remain same or they remains constant. You need to understand this difference and please do not get confused between variation in demand and changes in demand. Let us read second point. There are many other factors that affect demand other than price, such as population, income, taste, habits, etc. As I told you before, there are other determinants or other factors also which are affecting demand. There are two types of change in demand, that is increase in demand and decrease in demand. Now when we learnt about variation in demand, it was expansion or extension of demand and contraction of demand. Now is in this changes in demand, there are again two types which are increase in demand and decrease in demand. Let us see these things in detail. So now we start with increase in demand. What is the meaning of increase in demand? It refers to increase in quantity demanded due to favorable changes in other factors like taste, income of the consumer, climatic condition, etc. and price remains constant. So now when we talk about increase in demand, we assume that price of a commodity remains same. But because of maybe population is high, maybe a person's taste is different, maybe climatic condition of that particular region is different, because of that demand for a commodity is increasing. Here price is not affecting the demand. So when we'll draw diagram, price will remain constant. Second point, demand curve shifts to the right hand side of the original demand curve. Here in increase in demand, demand curve shifts to the right hand side. Let us see the diagram and understand it in detail. Increase in demand, we have y-axis and x-axis. Y-axis you can see is written as price in rupees, that is price of a commodity in rupees. And on x-axis you can see quantity demanded in kgs. Now you can see OP, P is here. You can see OQ, that is original demand, quantity demanded, and OP, that is original price of a product. So when we see OQ, that is original quantity demanded, and when we see OP, that was original price of the commodity. Now again, you can see price is still constant, further it is going and price is not increasing, neither it is decreasing. So price remains constant, but maybe we assume that there are other factors also which affects demand. And because of any of the factor, there is increase in the quantity demanded, which is shown with the right hand side arrow on the diagram. You can see the diagram, there is arrow which is moving towards the right hand direction. So your original quantity demanded, which is OQ, and your new quantity demanded is OQ1. You can see here OQ1. Your price remains same, that is OP. When your when your quantity demanded was OQ, you got a demand curve at point A, that is original demand curve. Further, when demand curve is extending, which is shown with the arrow which is moving towards the right hand side, and here you are getting a new demand curve at point B, which is shown as D1 D1. Once again I am explaining. Y stands for price of a commodity, x-axis stands for quantity demanded, OP is the price, and here there is no change in price because we assume that price of a commodity remains constant in changes in demand. When price of a commodity is OP, your original quantity demanded is OQ, and so you get a point at A and your demand curve, which is DD. Your still price remains constant, but because of other factors, maybe like income of a consumer, maybe population size, taste, habit, fashion, maybe government's taxation policy, there are many other determinants or factors affecting demand. So because of that, other than the price, again the demand is increasing, and which is shown with the OQ1 is your new quantity demanded. Your price remains constant. Further, it meets at point B, and so your demand curve shifts to the right hand direction. You can see here demand curve shifts from DD to D1 D1. Your demand curve shifts to the right hand direction. This is called as increase in demand. So now we will move towards decrease in demand. Decrease in demand is exactly opposite to the increase in demand schedule. Let us understand that in detail. Decrease in demand. It refers to decrease in quantity demanded due to unfavorable changes in other factors like taste, income of the consumer, climatic conditions, etc., and price remains constant. Here, when you learn about changes in demand, please remember that price of a commodity, we assume that price of a commodity remains constant. Demand curve shifts to the left hand side of the original demand curve. See, in increase in demand, your demand curve is moving towards the right hand direction from A to B point. You can see your demand curve is moving to the right hand direction. But in decrease in demand, it shifts to the left hand side of the original demand curve. Let us see that in detail. This diagram is of decrease in demand. OY is your y-axis, which shows price of the commodity in rupees. X-axis shows quantity demanded in kgs. OP is your original price. OQ2 is your original quantity. OQ is your original quantity demanded. So when your price was OP, your quantity demanded was OQ. But because of your income of a consumer, because consumer's income has decreased, or maybe you can say consumer taste has changed, so with the same price, now consumers' demand has become less. That is, there is decrease in the demand, which you can see at point OQ2. So your original demand was OQ, and now your demand is OQ2, which shows decrease in the demand, and which is shown with the arrow which moves towards the left hand direction between Q to Q2. You can see here. Your original point was A, where you got demand curve as DD. Because your quantity demanded has decreased from OQ to OQ2, now your new point you got as B and your demand curve you got as D2, D2. And here you can see the arrow which shows decrease in demand, and so your arrow is moving towards the left hand direction. Once again I'll explain. Y-axis shows price in rupees of commodity. X-axis shows quantity demanded in kgs. Your original price remains same throughout, that is OP. When your original price is OP, your quantity demanded is OQ. Because there is no change in price, we assume there is no change in price, but because of other factors than price, because of that factors, your quantity demanded has decreased from Q to Q2, which is shown with the arrow which moves towards the left hand direction. Original demand curve you got at point A, which is DD, and now your arrow moves towards the left hand direction, and your new demand curve you got is D2, D2. At point B you got new demand curve, and here it shows it is decreasing. So I hope you understood the difference. In increase in demand and decrease in demand, your price remains same. Only thing which changes is your quantity demanded. In increase in demand, it moves from left hand to right hand direction. Your demand curve moves from left hand to right hand direction. Whereas in decrease in demand, your demand curve moves to from right hand, it moves to left hand direction. By this, we finish our chapter number 3A, demand analysis. These are the assessment questions which you need to prepare for chapter number 3A. Explain the types of demand. Why demand curve always slopes downward. Explain different factors affecting demand or write determinants of demand. Explain the law of demand with its assumptions and exceptions. What are the variations in demand, and explain changes in demand. Students, these are the some of the questions from chapter 3A which you need to prepare. Chapter 3A consists 7 parts. So you need to go through this video. Next video will start with chapter 3B. Thank you.